I was in rehearsal learning some new choreography when I was trying to do this handstand thing. Well, it was more like a small flip, but it was pretty similar to a cartwheel. Whatever it was really difficult for me to do. But I jumped in and gave it my full energy, and gracefully enough, I managed to jam my foot into another dancer. It hurt to walk, let alone dance. The next day, my foot was swollen and pretty bruised, and as I was sitting out of ballet class because of the pain, it got me thinking, why is it again that I do this? Well, it's because I'm a dancer, and no, I don't associate with high kicks or the football team. Nor do I rack in the dollar bills on the weekend. I'm an artist just as much as I am an athlete. And, believe it or not, a dancer has an injury rate comparable to any football player or wrestler.
It was the very end of class. We were doing a jumping combination, and it was actually torture phase. So on the last jump, I really went for it, and I ended up landing horribly, and I heard a pop in my knee, and I couldn't walk. I had no idea what it was, though. I didn't really understand, like, the whole torn ligament, ACL stuff. I realized maybe a few weeks later that it was my ACL, and so then I planned 2 months later to get my surgery.
Luckily, not all of us dancers have major injuries like Bianca did. But we do have minor things that happen to us all the time, things we don't even bat an eyelash over.
Marley burn is basically like getting a burn from a carpet or a rug, but it's just a particular kind of floor, so it'd be like falling and, oh, I got a rug burn on my knee, but instead we get Marley burns. Got a really big Marley burn on the top of my foot from doing something I didn't normally do, but then had to keep rehearsing it and performing it every day. And with the floor being dirty from everyone's feet dancing on it, I was concerned that it would get infected, so I had big Band-Aids on it for every performance and used Neosporin to prevent any infection.
I've had blisters on a few toes, and I also just this year had my toenail fall off.
I'm sore all the time. It's something that, it's just part of your body training more and like sort of improvements in how you challenge yourself and your muscles. So it's just sort of the way they're developing.
I have sore muscles almost every day from dance. Sometimes it's a different place every day. My quads will hurt one day and the next day it'll be my arms and my calves. I feel tired a lot of the time.
It's a pretty normal schedule for me to leave in the morning when the sun is just coming up, and when I get home, the sun is already coming down, literally missing all the sunlight for the day. And this isn't just during the week. It happens on weekends too.
On Saturday, I leave the apartment a little bit before 10, and I teach kids ages 6 to 10 from 10:15 to 1:15. I wish it were 11:15. And then I have a rehearsal for a grad student's piece, which is 2 hours long, which is followed by another rehearsal from an undergrad, which is an hour and a half, and then to top it off, a 2.5-hour faculty rehearsal. So walk into Halsey around 10, leave at 8.
As Katie said, we spend so much time dancing, so that means we spend just as much time with our fellow dancers.
I feel like the dance department has this sort of family atmosphere quality that we can all like just relate to one another and have a strong connection with dance and everyone else here.
Because we see all the dancers for hours on end with sweat running off their forehead while they're wearing a leotard and spandex, we tend to be extremely comfortable around each other. And what dancers do might seem normal to them, but it might seem a little weird to the average person.
Non-dancer came to the party, they'd be like, what in the world are they doing? But it's totally normal.
Performing in the streets, that's normal.
And needless to say,
Dancer parties are the best parties. End of story.
So there you have it, an inside look on what it's like to be a dancer. And until next time, dance like nobody's watching.